Hi there. My name is Aitekin. I'm from Group 4, and I will be demonstrating our website and its functionality. I will also try to describe the deployment process and where it is deployed, and I will also try to describe our code as well. So let's start. So this is basically our entrance to the website, and as you can see here, you have to sign up first. So if you have an account already, you can just enter your credentials. But I just deleted mine, so I'm gonna walk you through creating an account. So you just click the create account, and then once you click that, you can just enter your information here. And I will enter my email. And for password, we actually have some rules. So if I can just enter some, simple 6-digit password, it will give me an error saying that it'll have to have 8 characters. Let me add 2 more characters, and now what's going to happen is it's going to give me another error saying that it has to have lowercase, uppercase, and also one special character. So let me rewrite my password. That right. Oh, still giving me an error. Okay. I think it needs a special character. Yeah. All right. My bad. All right. So now we have this password, which is valid, and we can just use that to log into this website. Right. So this is the homepage after we signed in. In here, you can make a search or see others' posts. So everything that you see here is actually static and hard-coded because it will take a lot of time to actually develop backend code that actually writes these numbers, like comments or posts or likes, etc. To write them dynamically, we would need more time to make sure that these numbers are correct. But for now, since we don't have uh, so much time, we just wrote these as static numbers. So what we can do here is that we have created these features, but they're not actually working right now. So they're more like if you would continue the development, they would be working, but we couldn't have enough time to deploy the backend code. So in here, in this button, what we wanted to do was to create a notification system where you would see if someone liked your post or shared your post or commented on your post. So normally when you would click here, there would be a drop-down menu where you can see all the notifications. But as I said, it would take time to do so. And in this one, you're supposed to see your messages and your chats with your friends and other people. But again, the time restrictions did not really allow us to implement that. But what we can do is we can go to our profile, and we can basically create a post here or go to edit my profile to edit information about my profile. And again, the numbers that we see here, these are static numbers. They're not real. We have to implement backend code to make that dynamically happen. And what we wanted to implement with this is the ability to create posts, and we can just write some random stuff here. And then once we click post, it is supposed to create a post, but I think there's a little bit of an issue that that does not allow me to post. But anyway, in here we can see all the people that are available that you can add. And again, the plus signs here, they're not functional for now, but in the future, we would have added a functionality where when you click the plus sign, it would add all these people to your friend list. And we also have this button that's here that's working. And when we click it, we can actually see all the users that are in the platform right now. And you can see their email address and when did they join. And when we click view profile, we can see their profiles actually and their profile information right here. So if we were to just go back to our profile again, in here, actually what we can do is another thing. We can go to our edit profile, and in here, you can see that I can edit my profile information, like my name, last name, my address, and if I want, I can change my password by entering my current password and the new password. So let me just showcase if I can change my password. Let me change this to John um, Peterson, I guess. And if I would click Save Changes, as you can see, we give a prompt saying that the profile has been updated successfully. So if you go again to edit my profile, yeah, I guess there's a little bit of a connection issue. We'll check out the log in the railway as well to see what happened. But also, what we can do is we can sign out by clicking this, and as you can see, it brings us back to a sign up page. And in here, we can again enter our email and password to log in. And as you can see, we're in the home page again. And again, we can go to my profile. And another thing that we can do is we can actually delete our profile. And as you can see, we want to make sure that they want to. So we prompt them with a question. And when we click yes, delete, my account is now deleted. And if I try to log back in again, what happens is that it gives me an error. So basically, my account is deleted. So now let me just go to um, the railway deployment. So I actually had a little bit of an issue with the deployment. I decided to deploy them to railway since I had experience before using this. The problem that I had was with the front end because the front end code was actually inside of another folder that's named front end. So when the during the deployment, I had issues because the builder couldn't go into the front end folder and find the package.json to, you know, install the correct packages. So to solve that, I basically just took every file and folder inside the front end folder and basically brought it all out to the root folder. And that way the problem was solved. And in here, you can see the front end deployed here. And I put a variable, the React app API URL. This was basically in our .env folder, but since we're ignoring it for Git, so I have to manually upload this here. So this URL that we see here is basically the URL for the backend here, so that when our code works, it actually sends the request to this URL, which then returns all the responses that are necessary. So this is basically the front end, and for the back end, we have three variables: one for the MongoDB, and another for the port that we're using. And as I said before, if you just come here, so this URL here is the URL that I have just shown you before in the front end. So this is basically the public network address for this API, and the front end basically sends a request to this API whenever it's necessary. So this is basically the deployment process. So if I would just go back to the code. So to deploy backend and front end separately, both the backend and the front end code was actually in the same folder. So what I did was basically I separated it. So right now we're in the backend code, and I first pushed this to a new repository in my GitHub, and then from there I made the development from Railway, and I did the same for the front end as well. So app.js is basically the entrance for our backend, and here we're initializing the database for MongoDB, and we're getting all the roofs here. So, so yeah, this is basically our app. Our package.json and our gitignore and .env is in the root. And we have the controllers here for authentication, this one. We have the sign up and sign in functionality here. And as you can see, we're also handling the errors as well, to make sure that we are able to debug and also the user knows what's happening. This is the contact, post. Yeah, we're basically using these to make sure that we post to our database or get the posts that are already there. And the user is here. We need these functionalities to make sure that we're able to get information about the user based on the user ID, or getting all the users, or getting a specific users, or when we need to update the user like we did in the past. But But yeah, this requires our password to be actually in a specific format. So this is why I was getting the error in the beginning. And we have our models here for the database. Yeah, I'm gonna skip through these a little bit quicker because our friend did these demonstrations in the last uh, submission and the submission before that. So this is basically our backend, and to go to our front end, let me just switch the file. All right, so now we're in the front end, and the entry point for our front end is the app.js, which then gets the gets the router. And these are all our routes, and we get all the routes from here. So this is for the all user page that we have visited before, and this is for the edit profile page that we have visited just a while ago. And again, you can see here there's a password policy that ensures secure uh, passwords. And in here, yeah, this is the left sidebar when we were visiting our profile, where I click the edit profile or and then the sign out and the delete. So this is all that. So on, sign in, sign up. And again, I'm skipping through these a little bit quicker because it's already been more than 10 minutes and our friend already demonstrated these. Um, so yeah, this is basically our app. Thank you.